Alright, so let me guess. You've been skating for a little bit and you're not seeing the progress you thought you should be seeing at this point. So what do? Well, you frantically type on the internet how to get better fast at skating. And this guy pops up. Let me find a better picture. This guy pops up. A San Francisco Bay Area skater who teaches you that as long as you follow this course and do these tricks over and over and over again, you should get better fast. And this is all good. And this is all stuff that you should do. You should have a daily regimen as to what tricks you should be doing each day. But there are some non-conventional things that you could be doing right now. As you're sitting here watching this video, you don't even have to touch your board to be implementing this. That you could be doing to help you progress faster. That no one else on YouTube is talking about for whatever reason. So without further ado, let's get right into it. The first thing that you could be doing to progress way quicker in skating is to change your diet. Now, I'm not some fitness guru. I'm not gonna sit here and say you have to eat clean for the rest of your life. You have to be eating, carrots and Brussels sprouts every morning. None of that. All I'm saying is recognize what foods you're putting into your body and what foods make you feel energized and which ones make you feel sluggish, right? I've noticed the most amount of progression that I've ever had in skating happened a couple months ago, and it's still happening now because I changed a few items in my diet, and now I feel super energized in the mornings. I have enough nutrients in my body that I don't have any cramps, I have enough potassium, so on and so forth. And more importantly than just how my body feels, my mind is productive. My mind feels good. I wake up and I'm ready to skate. Whereas before, sometimes skateboarding would be a chore for me because maybe the day before I'd eaten like a ton of pizza or something really greasy, whatever. Again, I'm not a food expert, but I'd be eating a whole bunch of junk, and that would leave me feeling full and tired and sluggish when I woke up in the morning. Nowadays, I'm waking up early. I'm ready to hit the board because of some things that I've been eating. Okay, number 2, switch up your outfits. Now, I'm not going to sit here and say you have to be some trendy kid. You don't have to wear cuffed jeans and now you're magically going to be able to tray flip down a 9-stair. That's not how this works. All I'm saying is when you skate, your confidence plays a big factor into how you perform on the board, right? And so if you're walking to the skate park and you're wearing an outfit that's completely whack, it's going to reflect on your skating. You're not going to feel as confident, especially if you're with the homies and you're wearing some whack outfit. You're just not going to feel as good on the board, especially if you're looking back at your footage. You're going to think, oh man, if only I was wearing this outfit, this trick would have looked 10 times better. So try that. Now I want to talk about some things directly related to skating that you can try, and the first one I want to talk about is to analyze your process when you're learning tricks. Now I know people on YouTube will say, for example, if you're learning a kickflip, they'll say, okay, start by flicking the board, then try to flick the board, land with one foot, then try to get that back foot closer to landing, then try to land 2 feet, blah, 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 right? They take you through this process to land a trick. But they don't stop to tell you about what you should be thinking about as you're going through this routine, right? It's great that you're, working your way up in increments, for example, like a 50-50. It's great to start with a stall, then go a little faster, grind a little bit more, and repeat the process. But if you're going through these motions and not thinking about what you're doing wrong and what you're doing right, then it's a waste of time. Every single time you try a trick, you need to be making a mental note or even a physical note of things that went right when you tried the trick and things that went wrong during the trick. This could be things, going back to the grind analogy, this could be things like analyzing your angle, your speed, the distance from the ledge, your balance. Are you leaning too far forward, too far back? There's a lot of factors to consider. And ideally, every single time that you try a trick, you should be changing one of these factors. If you're going into the 50-50, same angle, same distance, same balance, same everything, every single time, you're wasting your time. You gotta switch up something. Now the next thing I wanna talk about is to spend your time wisely. Now this is a tip that is paired directly with the last tip that I gave about analyzing your process. But with this is perfect for people that are eager to learn tricks such as like a kickflip, or anyone really that's in the process of learning a trick. You want to make sure that you're spending your time wisely so that you're not allocating all of your time and energy and focus into one specific trick. For example, if you're just starting out and you really want to learn how to kickflip because all your friends can do it and you want to have that under your belt, you can't put all of your energy into learning the kickflips, or else all your other tricks are going to be rusty, unless the kickflip's the only trick you want to learn. You should have a nice collection of tricks, like the 180, shove it, ollies. You should have some sort of warm-up routine, and then just put a little bit more time into that one trick that you're trying to learn. It's just like if you're working out. If you want to have a nice body, you're not just going to focus on, your chest. You're going to focus on everything. You got to put in those arm workouts, you got to put in the abdominal workouts, you got to put in the leg workouts, you got to do the whole full body routine, right? Same thing with skating. You can't just put all of your time and energy into one trick, or else your other tricks are going to suffer for it. And the last tip I want to give out is to not focus on style. This one is extremely critical to your learning process, and this ties back to the last two tips as well. This is extremely critical because this is something where if you don't utilize this tip, you could be wasting years of your skate progression. And I've done this, not to the point where I wasted years, but I would spend so many months, 6 months, 7 months, just doing tray flips because I wanted to do tray flip spread eagles. And I realized after, this whole phase of me only doing tray flip spread eagles, I could have learned 8, 9, 10, 12 different tricks in the same amount of time as I was trying to learn these spread eagle tray flips. So please, when you're starting out, just learn how to get the tricks consistent, and then the style will come later as you get more comfortable with it. That's all I got. Hope this helped you guys, and peace.